Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys. Going to talk a little bit about Aerodrome today. We haven't talked about this one in a little bit of time. In other words, it's been a minute since we talked about it, but yeah, it's still a great crypto. We need to get into it. Before we do that, very quickly, let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price at 87,592. Very good. So to be honest with you, we needed to see this breakout. Also, Ethereum is above 1600. That's really good. Looks like we may have a breakout today. Let's hope for that. Um, what I will say, some things come with a positive, some things come with a negative. Now, noticing the Bitcoin price going up, that means that we're not going to be able to purchase as much. But at the same time, we are looking for the Bitcoin price to go up so that we can have a successful bull market. Now, let's keep it moving a little bit. Also, with Ethereum going up, that's really what we need. XRP is up a little bit, $2.11. Avalanche is above $20. So if you were purchasing it below 20 all this time, that means you're getting ready to get into some good profit. Let's see what else we got here. Ondo is starting to approach 90 cents again, so heads up on that. Kronos, as far as crypto.com coin, still holding steady right where it is. So still a good buy at that particular price. Just a heads up on these guys. Things are going in the right direction, but in case you wanted to scoop up some of these before they really took off, would be an opportune time. Just a moment with that. Fear and greed is at 34. That's a little bit better than what it has been. Um, I'm noticing some of this is talking about Bitcoin breaking out, also talking about Bitcoin whales accumulate over 200,000 Bitcoin in March. This is what really gets to me is that a lot of people don't realize that while regular retail investors are panicking, the real heavy hitters, the people with the real money, as far as like the big money, are buying like crazy. Like now that the market is going up like this, and when you see Bitcoin maybe clear 90 and then clear 100,000, they may be the ones selling, but they're not going to be the ones buying. So you have to keep that in mind. And yeah. I know sometimes you'll hear somebody like Michael Saylor buying at a high price or something of that nature. But you got to understand that these guys are buying for the long term. So keep that in mind whenever you see that. Um, Bitcoin dominance, let's see, 62.9. Ethereum's at 7.1. The others is at 30%. Let me just double check this by refreshing. Okay. 63.1, 7.2, 29.7. Okay, it's changed slightly, not much, but that dominance is still there with the Bitcoin. Not bad, but at the same time, even though the price of Bitcoin is going up, noticing we got to let Ethereum's got to go up too. I don't think it's as important as it used to be in the past, but it's still important. Let's see what else we need to talk about here. Taking a look at Bitcoin up by 2% or so. Taking a look at Aerodrome up by like 3% or so. Bitcoin and Aerodrome usually are directly proportional to each other. When one's going up, usually the other one's going up. So just a thought on that. That's not always true, but these two are intertwined somewhat. So I noticed the volume is up on Aerodrome and the price is up a little bit. So these are encouraging signs. Now, let's see, for the 1 day, it's up. 7 day, it is down, 3% or so. That's not bad at all. The 1 month, AERO is down 16%. Let's see what's going on with the 1 year. Yeah, the 1 year is down pretty far. It's like 76%. One thing I am encouraged about, though, this is a really great time to be purchasing Aero. Aero is definitely going back to $2 and above. So I think it's, yeah, that was the, let me make sure I'm right to say that was close to the all-time. Yeah. So close to the all-time is like a little bit over $2, guys. So Aero is definitely going to get there and get far beyond. Now, the main thing that we're concerned about is some price stability that we're looking for in the market. Been waiting on that for a while, but I do believe it's coming. Let's see if I can get back over here. All right. So let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else we want to mention in this particular spot, but I think we're okay. Um, I noticed there, let's see, we got the total supply, we got our circulating supply. Even as we get these unlocks, AERO is still just fine. My personal opinion, not financial advice, but there's nothing to worry about as far as inflation. But also, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing and want you to grow with us. So let's just go ahead and look at Aerodrome even further. Let's go to X, also known as Twitter, and see what we see here. Okay. This is a nice little, this is from April the 19th. These are the updates. One thing I do like about AERO's site is they give us some nice updates. So right here, April the 19th, a few highlights from last week. New intuitive deposit experience. Number one in net deposits on base. AERO circulating supply reduces once again. Base is accelerating the DEX experience. PGF acquires and locks 1.4 million AERO. Base is leveling up, and we got these new arrivals. I'm gonna look and see if they got anything else. Show more. XION. That should be interesting. Not gonna go into that too much, but I believe it's dead. In other words, this is just a new coin on the DEX. Let's see. More than 100 million AERO locked to date. Acquired locked for good. So this looks good. 1.4 million AERO has been acquired and locked to support both the Aerodrome's public goods fund and flight school. Interesting. Trying to see if there's anything else we want to talk about. On board, on chain, on base. Okay. This is looking really productive as far as getting a lot of good information. Let's see, I think we're good to go mostly. Yep, I think we've learned a lot as far as the information we need to see. A lot of good base information, guys. But in other words, they're coming up with new announcements all the time. You need a base, you need a DEX that's active like this, and there's no other DEX that is growing as fast as Aerodrome. And I'm not just, this is not just a cliche, that's a fact. You know, Aerodrome is growing faster than any DEX out there. So you definitely want to get on the train. This thing is going to take off, and let's stay for the ride. Swap, deposit, take to the skies. This is the actual website for Aerodrome. They changed it a little bit, but it's very much the same. Talking about it being a decentralized exchange where you can execute low-fee swaps, deposit tokens to earn rewards, and actively participate in the on-chain community. So notice it's ETH based. You can swap ETH for AERO, etc. Connect your wallet. So durable foundation. Aerodrome is a meta DEX combining elegant design, intelligent incentives, and battle-tested technology to deliver the next generation of liquidity infrastructure. And they give you so much information here on the site. But I know we've gone into this before, so I'm not going to give you a total breakdown. But you know what we could do, we'll leave a video in the description below. And that video will be one of our original videos that gives you a nice little breakdown of Aerodrome. So main thing you need to understand here, what we're talking about, is that while this price is low, while this thing is below 50 cents, this is a no-brainer. This is a common sense play. This is like a play where, hey, I want to 5x my money in the next few whatevers, because we can't really put a date on anything nowadays. But if I want to instantly 5x my money as quick as possible, Aerodrome would definitely be one of the best bets out there. Main thing is we want to just face reality. We're not trying to do any weird coins. We're sticking with the coins that are solid, that are base. Remember, by this being a part of base and it being a part of that decentralized exchange, Coinbase is one of your largest and definitely your most stable because when something's on Coinbase and it stays on there, it's definitely not a rug pull most of the time, like 99% of the time. Um, Coinbase is very selective in the cryptos that they allow to stay on the market, at least in their market and in their centralized exchange. So Aerodrome is definitely a huge part of Coinbase, huge part of Base. My suggestion, get it while it's low, because if you don't get it while it's low and it's one of those no-brainers that you could have gotten into, you might regret it someday. But anyway, it's not financial advice, but at the same time, guys, I wouldn't mind loading up on this thing while I had time. Just something to consider. And what can I say? Aerodrome, I was able to make a profit on this one, full disclosure, because when it went way up like that, felt it was a good time to cash in. You'll do that again. So just saying, uh, that we're at a low point. This is a great buy, something to consider. Anyways, guys, you have a great day. This is Al, Real Life Investing. Take it easy if you can, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.